And here we are in the main hall.
Listen to me here. I must speak with you.
Ooh, Arabeth is calling us over. Just quickly I'll summon Era.
Listen to me here. I must speak with you. Welcome to you. I regret I did not get a chance to introduce myself properly to you while you were training at the academy. I am Lady Arabeth de Tilmarand, paladin in the service of Tyr, and the right hand of Nasha Alagondar, Lord of Neverwinter. I have been waiting for you.
I was delayed by Fenthic.
Ah, dear Fenthic, the love of my life. He has been my rock during these troubled times, but even he cannot help me with this. I have been following your progress since your early training at the academy. Neverwinter has need of one like you if we are to survive the Wailing Death. The attack on the academy doused the one faint spark of hope the city had. I need you to help recover that which we have lost.
I'll help you for a price.
I promise your reward for this task will be well worth your efforts. There are many rumors about the plague, but if you are to aid me in this, it is important you know the truth about the Wailing Death. Our divine healers can do nothing to help those afflicted by the Wailing Death, and even our most powerful magic cannot raise those who succumb to the illness. But a short time ago, we had word that Kelvin Blackstaff Arunson, the famous Archmage of Waterdeep, had discovered a potential cure, one that might be concocted from the essence of 4 rare and magical creatures.
Time's wasting, get to the point.
Under great secrecy, the 4 creatures were gathered in Waterdeep, then sent here to Neverwinter. As strange a menagerie as any has ever set eyes on. A cockatrice, an intellect devourer, a yonti, and a dryad. I ordered them sent to the academy, Neverwinter's renowned training institution for adventurers of every ilk. I once studied there myself, and I thought the instructors and students were loyal to Lord Nasher.
So you think someone within the academy betrayed you?
The academy may have been betrayed from within, or perhaps I simply put too much faith in the instructors, students, and staff to keep this news secret, as Desta claims. You were there. You saw the slaughter. The attack caught us unprepared. You are one of only a handful of survivors from the carnage of the academy. Fenthic and Desta arrived with reinforcements, but during the confusion of battle, the Waterdavian creatures disappeared into the streets of Neverwinter, and our hopes of a cure vanished with them.
You want me to get those creatures back?
Your task in this is twofold. First, find the Waterdavian creatures and bring them back to me, at any cost. We need to harvest components from these creatures if we are to concoct a cure for the Wailing Death. This is your most important duty. Second, we must discover who was behind the attack on the academy. Any evidence you uncover in this matter should be brought to Fenthic. He is the one assigned the task of unmasking our hidden enemy.
I will do as you command.
I ask for your discretion in this matter. News of the attack and strange creatures roaming the city will only add to the panic and chaos already in the streets. To aid you in your task, I will give you this Stone of Recall. You will find it to be a valuable tool in your quest.
How does it work?
You can activate the Stone of Recall at any time, and it will instantly teleport you and anyone in your service back here to the Temple of Tyr. Anytime you go through the teleportation portal in Tyr's temple, it will instantly send you and any companions back to the place your stone was last activated.
That's handy.
There is little else I can tell you about this mission. Whenever you need provisions, come speak to me again, and I can sell them to you through the store here at Tyr's temple. Take this gold so you can buy the necessary supplies for your mission. Remember to stock up on healing potions before you go. They will be critical to your survival.
I will begin my search for the Waterdavian creatures at once.
You might want to seek someone to accompany you in your mission. There are a number of mercenaries for hire at the Trade of Blades, located in the city core. A good place to begin your search for the missing creatures might be the Peninsula District. There have been several eyewitness accounts of strange beasts in the area. Farewell. May Tyr guide your steps.
Well, thank you, but I believe she offers a shop as well.
Welcome. Do you have news of the missing Waterdavian creatures? Or is there something else you need?
No, sucks to be you. I need the temple services. She's a paladin and she's being reduced to a shopkeeper. Okay, that's a good placement of the Stone of Recall. I suppose I'll keep hold of the torch. Arrange it like that. So now we just need to sell all of this stuff. Apologies for all of the talking in this episode. It's just a very talky bit. I suppose we'll keep the wine and sell this whacking great scythe as well. Believe that's all. Don't really need these, but we'll find a way to dispose of them later. Anything that she has that we need? I think there's some of these are priest spells. Yeah, cleric ones. No. We sold her the only wizard scroll she has. We have one ring. There's a ring of protection, which is nice. Give us a boost to armor class. And it gives us improved saving throws and an orange light. But that's quite expensive. I'd really like to get this amulet if I can. Amulet of the Master, or lesser amulet. The Master gives us all of these bonuses. We only have 417 gold, and it costs just under 10,000. So we'll have to wait a bit before we can afford that. I don't believe there's anything that we could really afford at this point, since we've only just come out of the prologue. Yeah, it's all really expensive. Never mind. Okay, so now we actually need to begin setting off. I suppose I'll quickly show you what happens when we use the Stone of Recall. Use unique power. And there you go. So wherever you are in the game, you'll just be zapped back to this portal. I believe in each chapter you have a sort of Temple of Tyr to go back to, so we'll always have the Stone of Recall, which just saves having to wander back and forth through the city. This short little man. Yeah, halfling, I think. So there you go, there's the height difference. You can't really see it because of the angle that we're at. But he's quite short. And we don't care for short people, because we're a tall elf. Okay. Oh. Oh please, can you help me? You're with the city militia, aren't you? The guards at the gate said I might get help over here, but I don't know if they were serious or not. What is it, woman? Why are you bothering me? I'm sorry, but it's just so horrible. I thought I could find someone to help over here, but please listen to me. It's the Peninsula District. I live in there and, oh, it's just horrible. The killing, everyone running for their lives. It's horrible. Easy then, tell me when you are ready. Okay. I came from the Peninsula District, that's where my home was. Now it's too dangerous to go there. The prisoners are killing everyone. It's awful. I may have heard of this, give me some background info. Well, it's kind of complicated. The Peninsula District houses the Neverwinter prison. The families of the guards and such live around it. It's been safe for years. It changed a little while ago. The guards never came home from work one day, and now the prisoners are everywhere. First the plague, now the threat of a knife in your belly. I'll see what I can do. You stay here where it's safe. Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means to me. Do you need directions? I'll tell you just to be sure. The Peninsula District is through the gate on the southwest side of the city core, near the Moonstone Mask. There are guards posted, but I'm sure they'll let you through. So, yeah, there it is. We're here by the Hall of Justice of the Temple of Tyr. Okay, but we don't really feel like helping out people, especially people, it's apparent, who aren't going to pay us. Random guards who we don't really feel like talking to. I think we do need to pick up a mercenary at the Trade of Blades. I think Arabeth mentioned various people that we don't feel like talking to. Should be noted that sometimes I don't really care to talk to every NPC there is. I'm not trying to give a full-blown coverage of the entire game. There might even be quests and things that we miss out simply because Rose might not necessarily want to get involved in everything. It's like there's no reason she wants to go and talk to Aravian or a Duke. I wonder if that's his name or whether he is just a generic Duke. So I believe, yeah, the Trader Blaze is here. Let's go in and see if we can find a mercenary. Or at least one to our liking. We are various nameless mercenaries. I believe we can only recruit the named ones. There's Grax. We seek someone a little more impressive. Body knock Glinkle.
Hello there. You don't have the look of one of those Neverwinter soldiers about you. Neither do you show any evidence of having contracted the plague.
But you have a certain bearing about you that distinguishes you from the ordinary citizen. Based on my observations, I'd ventured the hypothesis that you are an adventurer, correct? Yes. I am Bodyknock Glinkle, a gnome sorcerer from the island of Lantern, who only recently arrived here in Neverwinter. A sorcerer? I thought Lantern looked down on magic. As a practitioner of arcane magic yourself, you must surely have encountered the suspicion and fear with which most common folk regard our art. My homeland is not so different. The Lanternese people do not disparage magic, though many do not understand it. However, in my land, we rely on the arcane far less than the other peoples of Faerun. We prefer to seek a scientific solution to a problem, rather than a magical one. Often through observation and experimentation, a problem can be solved without resorting to magecraft. Of course, sometimes a little touch of the arcane is a good thing. When the situation is appropriate, I do not hesitate to use my powers, Rose. I may be from Lantern, but I'm first and foremost a sorcerer. Looking for a good mercenary. Your mission? My mission is confidential. A confidential mission from Lady Arabeth. Given the circumstances, it is not difficult for me to surmise your mission is somehow connected to finding a cure for the plague. Given my own scientific interest in the plague, I would be glad to accompany you in your mission, Rose. All evidence seems to indicate you are a capable woman who isn't afraid of a little adventure and exploration. And you have the bearing of a decent employer. I'll join up with you for 150 gold pieces. I think at this lower level, having 2 wizards and then a very light familiar will mean that the party will be a bit flimsy. He might be useful later on, but he might be too weak at the moment. So we're going to have to choose somebody else. Who's in here? She looks a bit tougher.
Please now, I already told you that I didn't mean to step on your cat. It ran right in front. Oh, you're not that other one.
Oh goodness, how embarrassing. Why does this always happen to me? Who are you? Before I tell you anything about me, I would like to ask a question if you don't mind. Go ahead. You're not one of those dirty, underhanded, conniving thief types, are you? No, I'm not. Why do you ask? I have had nothing but problems with irritating, despisable thieves ever since I left. But that's not important right now. Let me introduce myself. My name is Linu Leneril, a devout priest of Sayanine Moonbow. I seek to continue my adventures by hiring myself out as a healer. I'm looking for a good healer to help in my mission. Again, confidential. I can understand that. If you're working for Arabeth, then I'm certain your mission must be of great importance. Arabeth worked hard to combat this plague, and I'm sure I can trust her instincts in this matter. I would love to work for you, if we can agree upon a fair price for my services. My goal in life is to get through with a minimum of pain, but sometimes one has to aim for simple survival. To achieve that, you will need an experienced healer. I promised that I would do my best to keep you in excellent health. Since we're both of the elven race, I'm willing to cut my normal fee. Only 150 gold pieces, and you'll gain the talent of one who can heal and fight. No. I think we'll use her later. But I think we still need somebody who can just pack a punch, but I don't think I want to hire a dwarf. Certainly not an orc. Hello.
I know you. You were at the academy during the slaughter of the students. You were there when the assassins came.
Who are you? How do you know about the academy? I'm Grimjaw. Grimjaw. A monk of the Order of the Long Death. The grisly account of the academy is no great secret, Rose. Not to those who seek such things out. Tell me, as you stood amidst the blood-soaked corpses of your fellow students, did you gaze upon the face of death? Did you look into his cold eyes and feel his icy touch upon your soul? Seem a little bit creepy. Many find the members of my order unsettling, for we embrace death in all its incarnations. Yet in times like these, my skills are in great demand. Looking for a good mercenary. The monks of the Long Death rarely join with those outside our order, but I sense the mark of my master is upon you. A storm of blood swirls around you. Anguish and death will follow in your wake, just as it did at the academy. Yet there are many whom death will follow in this city, many who are willing to pay for my services. My fee is 150 gold pieces. I think he's a monk, so he should pack a decent punch, and may as well, because he seems evil. Persuade him for 100 gold? Success. There are many who would pay me more to join them, but your offer of unbridled bloodshed is tempting. What if we compromise at 125? Deal. I foresee a future of brutal and savage slaughter at your side, Rose. My order will be pleased. My hands will deal death to your enemies, and my skills are yours to command. Whenever you wish me to change my tactics, you have only to speak to me. I think we will do that in the next part.